Hey Illuminators, welcome to the Afterglow. The fun for the day may be over, but the light of Jesus Christ is still shining, so we still have a lot to be excited for and also a lot to share. This is our 5-ish minute moment to continue to shine, where I, Mr. Ketchup, 1, test you and your parents, 2, help you answer the question you never have a good answer for, what did you do today? And 3, challenge you for the day ahead. All right, Afterglow, let's spark that memory and light it up. First thing we got, parents versus kids duel. Remember, I ask the question and then parents pause the podcast or just simply see who blurts the answer out the fastest. All right, first question, super serious. What is your favorite food? Go. Yeah, my favorite, steak. Steak is the best, and then broccoli on the side, amazing. Just imagine that juicy steak mixed with broccoli and some butter. You just cannot get any better than that, okay? No other answer can be as good as that. We should all know that. All right, anyways, next question. Are people always nice to others that are sick or hurting really bad, or maybe someone that doesn't have a home to live in? No, that's right. Okay, I assume you probably answered no. Oftentimes people think those that are hurting really bad or sick, or maybe someone that doesn't have a home to live in, are the lowest of society. Oftentimes people don't really care about them. Okay, so let's keep that in mind for our next question. When Jesus was on the hill in our lesson today with the people, they brought him lots of people with sickness, injuries, and other issues. What did Jesus do? Yeah, if you said Jesus healed them, you're exactly right. Jesus healed their physical injuries, their physical sicknesses, and other issues. He performed miracles, okay? Miracles are something supernatural, something only God can do or God can do through people. He can give people the power to do or heal. So Jesus was performing miracles. All right, let's go on to the second question before we continue on that. Jesus was up there for a long time with the people, and they were hungry. What did Jesus do? If you answer, he fed them with 7 loaves and a few fish. Thousands of people with just 7 loaves and a few fish? You're exactly right. How is that even possible? 7 loaves and a few fish? That's not going to go that long of a way. But Jesus performed a miracle again. He multiplied that food. Remember, that's something supernatural. It's not natural for 7 loaves to expand and multiply and be able to feed thousands of people and still have food left over. That is crazy. Jesus performed another miracle. Okay, so let's think about this a little bit more. Why did Jesus perform miracles? Go, you can answer that question. So Jesus performed miracles so that the people would know what he is saying is true. So if you go up to someone with a broken leg and that person heals you, you might think that person is a little bit special. Like, not just they're giving you some medicine or putting you in a cast or something like that. No, Jesus actually fully healed that person. So you think something is going on here. Well, Jesus is using it to show people that what he's saying is true, that he is God and he came to heal us from our worst issue. Okay? If he's saying he's going to heal us from our sin and the punishment that we deserve because of sin, and he's healing us from our physical things, now we can see, okay, maybe he can heal us from our sin. Our sin is something, remember, that goes against God. When we think, or do something against God, that is sin. And that means our heart desires to do something against God. That's the way that we are, because sin entered this world. And Jesus came to heal us from that and not be overcome by it. Okay? So Jesus was preaching that message, and he used the miracles to show that, you know what? He can actually do that. All right, guys, on to our next stop, the lesson rehash. Remember, this is day 3. We are over halfway done. It's so sad. But today we learned from Matthew chapter 15, verse 29 through 39. We learned about the story of Jesus going up on a hill and healing lots of people. And then he fed them with a 5-course meal with some steak, french fries, shrimp, and a warm chocolate cake with ice cream on top and then a cherry on top of the ice cream. Oh, that's crazy. Nah, I'm just kidding. He didn't feed him like that. He fed him with only 7 loaves and a few fish. Jesus had compassion for the people, not just their physical needs, but also something much deeper. That means he cared for them. We saw just a little bit here. Later on, we'll see how he cares so much about us that he died for us on the cross so that we could be saved from punishment forever. Jesus is the powerful Son of God. He had the ability to do things that no one else could. The miracles that he performed in order to show that he is God, and also he has the power to save us from our sin. So Jesus is the powerful Son of God. Can you say that with me? Jesus is the powerful Son of God. Awesome. Today's lesson was incredible. We're off to our challenge. Guys, what I want you to do is work with your parents, guardians, whoever. I'm talking to each one of you guys, and write down as many miracles as you can that Jesus did in the Bible as possible. And a hint for you guys, we already learned some in our lesson today. So you're off for the races for this. Now, write your name on that paper and bring it into VBS. I'll tell you the rest then. And remember, you can get a prize for this. All right, until then, let's light it up. Afterglow, I'll see you tomorrow as we learn more about who Jesus was and is. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast. Be sure to check us out at scbcmd.com or in person at 12140 H.G. Truman Road in Lusby, Maryland. Our Connect groups start at 9:30. Service starts at 10:45. Be sure to tune in next Thursday to hear God's Word.